The Cangzhou skyline that night looked like a canvas painted by the hands of the gods. The city lights sparkled, as if they knew it was no ordinary night. The streets, usually bustling with bustle, suddenly fell silent, as if the entire city were holding its breath, waiting for something extraordinary. And indeed, the moment Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo appeared on the main stage, time seemed to stop. Thousands of eyes were transfixed, while phone screens vibrated, recording history repeating itself. The spotlight danced around them, accentuating every familiar line on their faces. Xiao Zhan's faint smile radiated the same warmth as it had all those years ago, while Wang Yibo's piercing gaze lit a spark in the hearts of the audience. They stood side by side, not just two stars, but symbols of an era that never truly ends. One small step from them was enough to set the internet ablaze. The first sound from the microphone echoed, and the audience felt as if they were being sucked back in time. The song they were performing wasn't a new song, but a work that had become an icon of their collaboration, a melody that brought memories, laughter, and tears. As the first note rang out, screams shattered the silence, then drowned in the harmony of their voices, perfectly blending. Nothing could separate that energy. It was so pure, so irreplaceable. Meanwhile, on social media, the world was in turmoil. Hashtags with their names topped global trends in a matter of minutes. Comments flooded every platform, filled with nostalgia and awe. "Is this a dream?" one person wrote. "I can't believe they're actually together again," another. It was as if two worlds, past and present, had collided at one point on the Cangzhou stage that night. Xiao Zhan gazed out at the audience, his eyes soft yet meaningful. There was something there, a silent acknowledgement that time had passed, but the feeling remained the same. Beside him, Wang Yibo smiled a small smile, cold but sincere. Without a word, they understood that this night was more than just a performance. This was the reunion of two artistic souls who once complemented each other and had now found a common rhythm. The camera's word, capturing every gesture, every fleeting glance between them. The audience could feel a palpable vibration, a chemistry that couldn't be faked. Even those watching from their screens at home could feel it transcending distance and time. This was a moment that would be retold, recorded, and remembered for years to come. After the first song ended, cheers shook the stadium. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo glanced at each other for a moment, then smiled. There was no script, no prepared dialogue. It all flowed naturally. "It's been a while," Xiao Zhan said simply, his voice almost drowned out by the crowd's cheers. "Yes, too long," Wang Yibo replied in a calm but emotional tone. That simple sentence alone was enough to bring tears to the fans' eyes. Some in the audience covered their mouths, unable to believe what they were witnessing. Some hugged their friends in tears, others stood frozen, afraid to miss a single second of the magic. And when they began to dance, the moves that had once been the hallmark of their collaboration, the stadium seemed to vibrate. Every step was in sync, every turn with precision. It was as if time had never separated the rehearsals years ago from this night. Soon, the giant screen behind them displayed old video footage, scenes from their golden years. Two young figures, full of passion and dreams. Now they stood under the spotlight, more mature, stronger, but still carrying the same soul. The audience cheered as past and present collided in one stunning visual frame. For many, this wasn't just a concert or a reunion performance. It was healing. The old wounds of separation, of rumors and misunderstandings, seemed to heal overnight. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo didn't need to explain anything. Their actions spoke for themselves. They displayed their togetherness, not with words, but through music, movement, and meaningful silence. Backstage, the staff even seemed moved. They knew how difficult it was to bring these two superstars back together on one project. Schedules, contracts, public expectations, all of it had become a high, nearly impenetrable barrier. But that night, all obstacles vanished, replaced by one thing, a miracle. As the performance reached its climax, the lights dimmed, and only a single spotlight remained on the two of them. They stood side by side, looking out at the cheering sea of people. "Thank you," Xiao Zhan said, his voice trembling. Wang Yibo bowed slightly, adding, "For always believing." Those two words capped off a moment that will be remembered forever. Once the music stopped, no one wanted to leave. The audience remained on their feet, chanting their names over and over, as if unwilling to let the night end. Online, videos of the performance had already gone viral, reaching millions of views in just a few hours. International media even began covering it, calling it the most emotional reunion in Chinese entertainment history. When they finally left the stage, Xiao Zhan glanced back at the sea of still glittering cell phone lights. A gentle smile spread across his face. Wang Yibo, beside him, patted him gently on the shoulder. No words were spoken, but everyone knew the legend had come back to life. And that night, Cangzhou truly bore witness to the rise of two names that once rocked the world. In the silence after the last cheers faded, only one reality remained, that some stories are destined to shine again, no matter how much time passes.